Alright, what's happening, y'all? It's your boy Rico from Street Scores, just coming with a quick injury report, preview, and prediction against the Los Angeles Rams. We play Sunday, 1 p.m. in Landover, Maryland, so it's technically a home game. Even though I heard something about maybe they will allow some fans there, like the parents of some players, something like that, family members, something like that. That's really cool if that's true, because that means this will be the first game that a lot of people's parents get to finally see their sons play in live action, like rookies like Chase Young and Antonio Gibson and all of those guys. So let's get it. Alright, first of all, y'all already know I live stream during every game, and then we take an hour break and we come back with a post-game live stream where y'all can call in and voice y'all opinions about what just happened in the previous game. Get mad at who you want to get mad at, praise whoever you want to praise, all of that type of stuff. So make sure y'all definitely tune in for that on Sunday. Live stream for the game during the game starts at 12:30, and the post-game live stream starts at 5. But the main reason I'm doing this video is for the injury report. As far as the Rams go, they're pretty straight. I mean, Aaron Donald, tackle Andrew Whitworth, linebacker Kenny Young, running back Cam Akers, and safety Jordan Fuller were all full participants on Friday and are definitely playing. Then you have linebacker Micah Kaiser, who's questionable to play, and cornerback Troy Hill, who was also questionable to play. The only person that's out for the Rams is offensive lineman Bobby Evans. So other than that, the Rams are pretty much a full go, almost like 100% healthy. We'll be going against a fully loaded Rams team. Most importantly, the fact that Aaron Donald is fully healthy and ready to go. But in our case, I mean, it's a little rough out here. I mean, thank goodness Terry McLaurin and Dontre Inman are definitely going to play. They were full participants today on Friday. And Jonathan Allen is also a full participant. Those are the three people that are guaranteed to play. But also in good news, Wes Schweitzer looks questionable, but he will more than likely play. And honestly, Wes Schweitzer is definitely playing better than Wes Martin. So when Brandon Sheriff comes back from injury, which may happen by next week, maybe even by the time we play the Giants, Wes Schweitzer should just go ahead and move to left guard and let Brandon Sheriff have the right guard position, and that would be our best possible offensive line right there. With Chase Roulier, who's been pretty good overall except for a couple of mishaps, Morgan Moses, who has technically been our most consistent offensive lineman, and Jerron Christian has held his own more than people are willing to give him credit for. Now, the offensive line overall has been bottom 5 of the league, but I feel like Wes Martin is the biggest reason for that. And Jerron Christian, you know, he allows his strip sack once a game, but overall he hasn't been doing terribly against great pass rushers in this league. He hasn't done great, but he's holding his own, and hopefully he's getting better and better each week. Like a Wes Schweitzer, who the first game he came in against the Cardinals looked bad, but since then he's actually looked pretty good. And then in great news, linebacker Cole Holcomb will finally possibly play. He's questionable. And Chase Young sounds like he's back. He's also questionable. Now, in sort of bad news, center Chase Roulier was not on the injury report until today, Friday, and he did not participate, but they say he's questionable against the Rams, and that could be a big loss if he's not playing. But then again, Keith Ishmael, Ross Fishbacher are all guys that are talented, and this may be an opportunity to see what they can do. But as far as guaranteed outs, Marcus Ball, the tight end, who we haven't even really seen much of anyway, is out due to a non-injury related reason. It was a death in the family, and I'm assuming he's out just because he needs to quarantine since he was exposed to other people, maybe his family. I don't know. I'm assuming that's why he's out. Or maybe he's just taking the week off for mental reasons or whatever. But I just know he's out against the Rams. Also, cornerback Greg Stroman is out, and he was our starting returner until he got hurt last game, so it looks like Isaiah Wright is finally taking over that role permanently. And Steven Sims Jr. is on the IR. Now, again, it's the COVID-19 new and improved IR, the separate one, not the entire year one, but the one that's like 2 to 4 weeks, which is the one that we put Brandon Sheriff on. So expect to have Steven Sims by like week 8 or 9, but we won't see him anytime soon. And it's crazy because with Steven Sims out, our receivers are Terry McLaurin, Dontre Inman, Isaiah Wright, Cam Sims, and Antonio Gandy-Golden. And Terry McLaurin is the shortest one by, I believe, at least 2 inches of height, and he's 6 foot, so this is a really weird receiving core. But yeah, we're definitely more banged up than the Rams. And then we're also switching from Dwayne Haskins being the starter to Kyle Allen being the starter. So it's going to be a very tough game for us. But I do feel like we have a secret weapon for the Rams. And that's Antonio Gibson. Because according to advanced statistics, the Football Outsiders with their DVOA efficiency ratings, Antonio Gibson is technically the best running back in the league, especially on a per rep basis and based on him making the most out of what he has as far as offensive lines go. The Rams have not gone against a running back as physically gifted and as talented as Antonio Gibson this season yet, and that may be enough to carry us into a victory. I mean, especially if the run game gets going, if it's dominant, that'll make it easier for Kyle Allen to win this game. But again, the Rams are a tough opponent. They are 3-1 for a reason and only lost to the Bills, who are projected to win that division, by 3 points. And they've just beat up on our entire division. I mean, all of their 3 wins are against our division rivals. First, it was the Cowboys 20-17. Then it was the Eagles 37-19. And then it was the Giants 17-9. With Daniel Jones just basically throwing the game away. So maybe we can be the one team in the NFC East that doesn't lose to the Rams, but we'll see. Again, they're fully loaded health-wise. We're pretty banged up. We're pretty thin all across the board. But if our special teams plays better than they have so far this season, other than Tressway, because Tressway is the GOAT. We already know that. But as far as the return game goes, we've actually been pretty terrible. I believe we have 2 fumbles, which have both led to touchdowns. And then the defense had their worst game against the Ravens, which was expected because Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson. But still, the defense has been pretty good overall, especially if you exclude the safety group. But this is also going to be a test, but I feel like they should bounce back, especially since we will be getting Chase Young back. That's going to be a big boost for our defense. He commands double teams already, and he's a huge impact player. He's going to get his tackles for losses. He's going to get his QB pressures and hits. And with Jared Goff not being as mobile as a Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, and especially a Lamar Jackson, I'm expecting this defensive line to actually have a really good game, which will help out the linebackers and the DBs, making their jobs easier. So again, I feel like this is a winnable game. It's definitely a tough matchup for us, but again, our defense is going to bounce back. Antonio Gibson is our secret weapon, and he should help mitigate some of Aaron Donald's impact, because with the running game being so strong and Antonio Gibson being such a deadly option for Kyle Allen out of the backfield in the passing game, hopefully we can force Aaron Donald to not be in attack mode as much and more of stack and read what's going on mode, because he doesn't want to keep running by Antonio Gibson when Antonio Gibson's going on screens or when Antonio Gibson's running the ball away from him. We need to turn Aaron Donald into a passive version of himself that will prefer to read the field rather than attack, because if he's in a full attack mode this entire game, it's pretty much over with for us, especially with Chase Roulier, if he plays, being banged up. And Wes Martin still struggling to this day. He's been our worst offensive lineman so far this year. And it sucks that one of our biggest weaknesses on our team, if not our biggest weakness, the interior offensive line, is the direct punching bag for the Rams' greatest strength, their interior defensive linemen. But we'll see though. Again, like I said, I believe this is a winnable game. I believe we can come out on top, maybe 20-17. And that's if Kyle Allen plays well. I'm not exactly sure if he will. This is a very tough opponent, but we'll see. But I really appreciate the view, y'all. Please like this video if you liked it, if you learned anything. Please subscribe if you haven't for more videos like this. Also, for all of my live streams, y'all get 3 a week. My Friday night podcast, as scheduled tonight, every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. My during the game live streams, where we watch the games together and chat it up and all of that type of stuff, debate. And then my post-game live streams an hour after the game ends, where we discuss everything that happened and y'all can call in. That's every week, along with my weekly, at least once a week film sessions. I'm about to start coming out with more mock drafts, more draft talk, and taking close looks at prospects that we can go and get in this draft that can help turn us into Super Bowl contenders next year and beyond. I'm also going to start bringing y'all videos about potential free agents that we can target in this 2021 free agency that can turn this team around. And of course, I appreciate all of my supporters, man. Big shouts out to all of y'all. Shouts out to all of my sponsors, especially my Pro Bowl sponsors whose names you see scrolling on the screen right now. And shouts out to everybody that donates. No matter what you contribute to this channel, I appreciate all of it. Even if it's just a bunch of likes, I'll take all of it. I really appreciate it. Goes a long way. Y'all are helping me live out my dream of being a sports reporter, especially for my burgundy and gold. And I'll catch y'all later on tonight, and I'll catch y'all during the game and after the game. I'm out.